Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and this is going to be a really different type of video for me. I have a friend mail package here that I just received, and I know exactly what's in it because my amazing friend Amy shared with me in advance that she wanted to send this to me. Today is, what day is today? Today's Tuesday, May 24th. I can't even keep track of time. I'm not going to get too into the details, but basically, in a nutshell, we lost our precious little boy, our 19-year-old kitty, Shamrock, 2 days ago on Sunday the 22nd. He had stopped eating a few days prior and stopped drinking to the best of our knowledge, so we knew that he hadn't been ill previously, but he was going downhill really quickly. My husband and mom had a conversation about it last Wednesday, and on Thursday, after I had my phone therapy session with Hillary, my therapist, my mom came upstairs and said, I just want to let you know that I think Shamrock's running out of time. And I was really blindsided because I didn't know that they'd had this conversation. I honestly hadn't noticed the change in him because just as recently as May 1st, which was his 19th birthday, he was still gobbling up his little snacks and trying to steal his little sister's wet food. And obviously he was tired. He was a 19-year-old boy and not as, energetic as before. But over the course of time, from when I started really observing him on Thursday until we lost him on Sunday, he'd become incredibly lethargic. The light was just gone from his eyes. Again, he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking. He didn't appear to be in any type of pain or discomfort, which is why we didn't initially consider euthanasia right away. But as we watched him go downhill slowly, by Sunday morning, we knew for sure that it was going to be the day, and my mom and I actually scheduled an appointment to have him euthanized at 4 o'clock. But we were really hopeful that he would go on his own before that, because we really wanted him to be here with us. My husband unfortunately had to go to work, so it was just my mom and I with him. And we, all three of us, spent, several days sharing all of our special thoughts with him and letting him know how loved and cherished he was. And there was really nothing left that needed to be said. We made sure we told him everything that we had on our minds and in our hearts. So we scheduled the appointment at like 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock when the vet first opened, and they said the first appointment they had was 4, and I thought, oh my god, it's going to be so unbearably long to wait, but we didn't really have a choice. But it turned out for the best. Quick summary of events. Around probably 1:30 on Sunday, I went upstairs and I played Baby Mine, or Baby of Mine, I think is the title. The song that's in Dumbo and Beaches, and I've been playing the Bette Midler cover from Beaches of it for a couple days because it just makes me think of him, and I played it for him. I went upstairs and I listened to it by myself, and I just broke down like this. I was just, even worse, I was like convulsing, just weeping, just gut-wrenching sobs, and I begged our late cat Spencer, who we lost in 2012, we had to euthanize him, to please do what he could to reach down a paw and help his little brother make his transition over the Rainbow Bridge so we wouldn't have to take him to a scary vet that he wouldn't know in a cold place. I mean, we were going to be with him, or at least, well, that was the debate. My mom was definitely going to be with him, and I couldn't decide if I could actually bear to do it again because I had done it before with Spencer. So I went upstairs and I listened to the song, and then I talked to Spencer, and then I called my best friend and I said, can you please tell me it's okay if I don't go, because I really don't think that I can? And she said, of course it's okay. You've been such a wonderful mommy to him, and you've said all you want to say, and you've loved him, and you've helped him. You've done everything you could for him to keep him comfortable and make him feel safe. So we had our conversation, which is about maybe 15 minutes long. And then I came downstairs to tell my mom that I'd made a decision that I just couldn't bear to do it. If she was going to be okay doing it on her own, because I wouldn't certainly let him be there without family. she said, I think he's getting ready to go. And I won't get into the intimacies of what transpired then, but we held him and we loved him. And I looked into his little eyes and I held his paw and my mom petted him and we said lots of wonderful, comforting, warm things. And we made sure he knew how damn loved he was and that it was okay, that we'd be all right if he went. And about 15 minutes later, he did. And I feel like that was his last gift to us, sparing us having to take him to that scary place that we didn't want to take him. And going right here with my mom and I, loving him and holding him and petting him and talking to him and soothing him. And it was really about the most peaceful way I guess any creature could depart this earth. So in a way, it was really a gift. And I had shared with only a handful of people what was going on because I just couldn't bear to say it. I shared it with my best friend. Obviously, my husband and mom were a part of it with me. And I shared it with one other friend who lost a pet not long ago and wanted to get some advice. We were trying to decide if we should euthanize him or not, or just let nature take its course, which is what we had wanted to do. And she gave me some really good advice, which of course we didn't follow, but it all worked out, I think, the way it was meant to. And then I thought, oh God, you know, am I going to put this out in public and share it on Facebook right away or hold it close for a while? So for a little while, I held on to it. I told my friend, I texted her, and she immediately called me from vacation because she's fucking insane, and said the kindest words. And I called my husband at work and I just told him he was gone. And I laid him to rest. I planted him in our yard under a beautiful tree that I planted on Earth Day in 1990. It's an evergreen tree. And put a beautiful stone there. And that'll be a place where we can go and sit and think of him, because obviously he's not there. You know, my friend Jane often refers to like our human form, our bodies as our skin suit. And it's just kind of the outer covering that contains our souls while we're here on Earth. So that's all that's in the ground. Obviously his spirit is somewhere else, somewhere beautiful and peaceful, and he's healthy and happy and whole again, and with his two brothers, his two furry brothers, and my brother who initially adopted him from the local animal rescue in 2003. And he gets to meet my father and all the family that my husband and I and my mom and I have lost. And I know it's a better place. I know it is. And I know we're the only ones suffering now because he's free. And anyway, so I did, after I told those few people, I texted a few other people that I felt I wanted to hear it from me before it came out on social media. And then I posted it on Facebook, and gosh, was it later that day or yesterday? No, it was yesterday. My dear friend Amy, who is just is such a beautiful person, is such a beautiful spirit, and is so incredibly kind and loving, messaged me and said, you know, if it's okay with you, would I be able to have your mailing address? I understand if you don't want to share that, but I'd like to send you something. And I said, oh honey, you really don't have to send me anything, but of course you can have my address. I trust you. We met through the convention scene a little over a year ago, I guess it was. Yeah, we had our friendiversary in April, I think. March, April, I can't remember now, sorry. But I think it's been a little over a year that we've been friends, and I gave her my address, and she sent me a picture of what she was going to send, and it was so incredibly beautiful and thoughtful and kind, and that's what's in this package. So I'm going to open it now. And it showed this little card, and I'll show you the card that it comes with. And I'll put this, probably I'll frame a picture Shamrock and put the card inside the frame with it. And it's just really nicely packaged here, so I just have to open this up. I hope you guys can hear me. I know I'm speaking really quietly, very atypical of me. But it says, just for now we are apart, but keep me safe within your heart. I am at the Rainbow Bridge where I'll wait and play until we meet another day. And it's got this beautiful card with the paws, the rainbow. And I just love that. I think it's so beautiful. And inside this box is a gift. I actually thought I'd hold it together a little bit better than this, but no apologies, because, you know, I keep it real with you guys, right? The good, the bad, everything in between. And I know many of you, most of you, have probably gone through losing a pet. Certainly losing a loved one, whether it's a human or an animal or whoever, whatever. It comes with this really beautiful little bag with a tree on it. That's so funny because it's under a tree. They actually enclosed two things. I don't know if Amy ordered both of these or not, but it's so sweet. First is the item that she showed me in the picture. And it's this beautiful rainbow bracelet. And it has a little heart and a little Kit Kat paw. And it has the rainbow beads and these beautiful, I don't know if these are blue quartz, but these beautiful stones. And I love it so much. It's so precious to me. And then they also enclosed a little rainbow pin, and I wasn't expecting that at all. And I'm just gonna open that up if I can. It's in a little plastic baggie. Sorry, guys. I said I wasn't gonna say sorry, and I'm saying sorry anyway. I must be part Canadian. And there's a beautiful rainbow pin inside as well. It just has a regular little metal pin back on it. And I'll put this on my pin board. Or maybe I'll just put it, maybe I'll start a new pin board and just, you know, put up like cat related things or something. I don't know. I haven't thought about it because I didn't even know this was going to be part of the gift. I knew I was going to get the beautiful bracelet, but I didn't know that the pin would be in there as well. And the beautiful little gift bag and the lovely poem. But Amy, thank you so much, honey. I love you and I'm so grateful. To everyone who has reached out to me on Facebook and Instagram and shared your condolences, they mean so much to me. I can't even begin to thank you enough on behalf of myself and Brian and my mom. And Shamrock's little kitty brother and sister, Sydney and Venus, who have been such great comforts to us. Sydney's hardly left his daddy's side, and Venus has always been Velcro because she stuck to me. And she and Sydney have both been especially loving and close to us because of course they know that their brother's not here anymore. I've lost my father and I've lost my brother, but honestly, losing my cats hurts worse, and it may sound strange or disrespectful. And it doesn't mean that those other losses haven't been incredibly painful and difficult, but there's something about losing someone you consider your child. I couldn't have human children, so my cats are truly my kids. And people who say that's, how can you equate an animal to a human being? They all have souls, they all have hearts and spirits. And not many children love unconditionally. Maybe when they're young, maybe if they're raised right. But most children at some point are going to tell you that they hate you, or tell you to go to hell, or tell you they wish they'd never been born, or whatever other ugly things we all as children probably have said to our parents more times than we can count. I'm sorry, my nose is snotty, this is disgusting. I should have tissues, but animals don't do that. They just love. It's just pure, unconditional love. And to have our boy for 19 years, I know how incredibly lucky we were. We lost my first cat, Garfield, when I was 18, and we only got him when I was 12. He was hit by a hit-and-run driver on our street. Our neighbors saw the whole thing. He was an indoor-outdoor cat, because this was the late 80s, early 90s. People were stupid, you know. indoor-outdoor cats in the suburbs. Who would have thought that 6-year-old cat would be hit by some asshole running a stop sign that didn't even pause when he killed my baby? And then Spencer, we lost when he was 14. We had him for 13 years, and we were grateful for that as well. But almost 2 decades with this beautiful animal. And he made it through his 19th birthday on May 1st, and he made it through Sydney's 18th birthday on May 5th, and he made it through my 49th birthday on May 10th. And I really think he was trying to hang on for my brother's birthday. That would have been his 46th on May 28th, but he just couldn't hang on any longer. He fought like hell though. He was so strong. He really tried. For us, I know it was for us because he had no quality of life left at that point. I know he could feel our love. I want with my whole heart to know, to believe, and my soul tells me that he could feel our love right to the very last breath, but he had no quality of life left. He wasn't hanging on for himself, he was hanging on for us. And we told him we would be okay. And I'm not okay at all, but I know I will be in time. But anyway, this is just a way to let you guys know what is going on and to give Amy all the public credit that she deserves for being such a fucking amazing human. I just love you. You are such a beautiful soul and such a cherished part of my life, and I'm so lucky that you've chosen to be my friend. And I will cherish this bracelet and the poem and the little baggie and the little pin for the rest of my life as much as I cherish our friendship. So I'm sending you so much love, sweetheart. Anyway, I'm gonna end this now, guys, but as always, I appreciate your love and support of what I do on this channel. It means a lot. It means a whole fucking lot. I never thought I'd be vulnerable enough to share things like this in such a public way, but it's really been so cathartic for me over the years, and I hope it's helped you guys too in some small way to not feel so alone with the things you struggle with. In the midst of my silliness, you know, sometimes we get deep on this channel, and I think that's really, really important. That's honestly what I did it for in the first place, was for myself, to have an outlet where I could share my thoughts and feelings in a way that felt safe. And connecting with you guys the way that I have has just been the greatest gift and most unexpected surprise, and I really am just so fucking grateful for each one of you who watch my videos and who have been on all my journeys with me for these past, what, 4 years, 5 years? I don't even remember how old the channel is. I know it started on April 2nd. I don't remember what year. I'll have to go back to my latest anniversary video and see. I feel like it's been 4 years, but maybe 5. I don't know. Not important right now. What's important is that I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being so wonderful to me, and for listening to this, and for listening to all my endless rambles. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you again, Amy. Thank you. I love you so much, and I'll be back soon with more stuff, guys. Hold your babies close, okay? Give them an extra snuggle from Auntie K. I appreciate it.